And then some of you might might ask for a copy. So the other time wala ko nakahatag sa what do you call this one? Wala ko nakahatag sa copy. It's because I think I was not able because di na gina-allow sa ako because I don't have a official Google account man gyud. Okay? So I think that's clear already. So I have 11 students for today, and then this will be a continuation of the topic that we discussed the other week. Okay? So nasan ba 'yon? Okay. Could anyone confirm na they can see my screen? I'm sharing the handout.
Yes sir, kita sir.
Very good, very good. Okay. So this one is actually a continuation for what do you call this one? For 'di ba yung binigay ko sa inyo the other week is only an introduction. So ngayon, this will be an in-depth discussion talaga of what will happen. What do you call this one? This is an in-depth discussion for the parts of the computer. Okay? So if you notice, you have it here, the correct what they call this one. They call this one, or we call this one in IT as the what they call this one, as correct terms, kumbaga, correct basic terms. Okay? So let's start first with system unit. Okay? When you say system unit, if you notice sa inyong personal computer ninyo, this one is actually the one that is this one is what is being represented by a box na kilid sa inyong monitor ninyo. They call it sometimes a CPU, but the correct term for that one is the system unit. Okay? Kana bitong, di ba, you have the monitor, and then sa kilid din kay murag na ay box nga metal. That is what you call system unit. So it's wrong to say na kanagaling palihog ko i-turn on ang CPU. So it's wrong. The correct term is please turn on the system unit. Okay? I hope that is clear. So if I ever came across with you and then you told me na, sir, di lagi on lagi akong CPU, ako gid unang gyud mga saba sa inyo ha. Okay? So the correct term, let's correct ourselves. The correct term is system unit, not CPU. Okay? So accordingly, system unit is the main hardware of the main hardware component of the computer system. When you say what do you call this one? If you say main hardware component, it means na without this one, you don't have a computer. Okay? Like kung wala po tayong system unit, hindi po natin siya matatawag na computer system. It is usually an enclosure for all essential electronic components. Ayan. So, when you say enclosure gali, it means siya yung nagiging protective casing niya or house to any essential electronic components for a computer system. So, an example of that one, not example, but a clear visualization kung ano yan is that when you say system unit, siya yung parang box na nagbibigay protection sa mga tiny electronics and then chips of your computer. Okay? So yan yung purpose niya. Basically, it provides a safe ground or a place for all those electronics para hindi siya madaling masira. Okay? System units can be in a separated case, ayan, which is the common one, but also be inside a portable computer that share containers with other parts of the computer system. So meron tayong dalawang type ng system unit. The first one is the very common one na you always see in a desktop setup. Ibig sabihin, may monitor tapos nasa kilid is yung system unit. Yung iba nga is nilalagay sa ibaba, yung iba nasa itaas. Pero yung common niya na definition is that the first type of system unit is the one that is separated. Kumbaga, it's a separate case. Okay? The second type naman is yung built-in. Okay? Yan yung tinasabi natin na built-in. Ibig sabihin, enclosed siya together with other components. Like for example, a laptop. Okay? Yung sa laptop, may system unit siya pero nasa ilalim. Okay? And then naka-embed siya sa laptop natin. Okay? So to make it clear, you have it here. Desktops, laptops, tablets, smartphones have system units. Okay? Yung pagkakaiba lang nila is kung saan nilalagay, paano siya nilalagay, and then kung gaano siya kalaki. Okay? Yan yung ano niya, yan yung pagkakaiba nila. Usually yung dalawang category lang talaga yung usual na difference nila. Like gaano kalaki tapos saan siya nilalagay. Okay? So for example, a desktop. So you have it here. Most desktops have their system unit in a separate case. This contains the system's electronic components and selected secondary storage devices. Yung discussed last week. Diba, example of devices are yung hard disk. Input and output devices such as mouse and keyboard and monitor are located outside of the system unit. Okay. So, wait muna, may gustong mag-join sa atin. Okay. If you notice, what they call this one, if you notice, itong type of, this type of system unit, yung desktop na system unit, yung purpose niya or yung advantage talaga niya, okay, I'll tell you the advantage. Yung advantage niya is ganito. If masisira si monitor lang yung masisira. Okay? Kung masisira si mouse, yung mouse lang yung papalitan, di ba? And then another also convenience with a desktop na system unit is that if it's about buying it, like if you talk about buying a PC or a desktop system unit, you can just buy like what they call this one, like separately. Like for example, you can only afford to buy today a monitor, so you buy only a monitor, pwede yan. Like for example, pagka next week you can already afford to have or to buy a system unit, so pwede, 'di ba? Since yung orientation niya is separate man. Okay? And then usually if it's a desktop system unit, it is built for upgrade. Ano ibig sabihin ng built for upgrade? Pwede siyang what they call this one? Pwedeng dagdagan yung RAM niya, pwedeng dagdagan yung anong tawag ba doon, pwedeng dagdagan yung RAM niya, pwedeng dagdagan yung storage niya, pwede ring palitan yung processor niya. Okay, tapos usually si desktop na system unit is in terms of prices mas mas mura. Okay, and then in terms of upgrading mas mas pura din siya din. Okay? Not unless you will buy really a high-end na desktop system unit. Okay? Now, for laptops naman, you already know what is a laptop. These are portable computers and then their system units are housed with selected secondary storage devices and input devices. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Yung system unit daw ni laptop is built in together with their monitor, with their keyboard, and then with their touchpad or yung mouse nila, 'di ba? I think that is already obvious. Now, ito yung yung advantage naman ni laptop na system unit is that you can carry it anywhere, 'di ba? Yung sa desktop, hindi siya pwede like you can carry it anywhere, pero of course, kinakailangan meron siyang electrical feasibility. Like for example, there's an availability of electricity talaga kung saan ka pumunta. Sa laptop naman, for as long as it's charged and then its battery is working, you can work with it anywhere. Okay? Yung problem lang na nakikita natin with laptops, number one, is yung price. Okay? Remember, since it offers convenience and comfortability, mas mahal si laptop. Okay? Pangalawa is that pag si laptop naman ang nasira, like for example, pag si keyboard ang nasira, di ba? Kung sa desktop, pag si keyboard ang nasira, papalitan lang natin ng keyboard, which cost roughly, yung pinakamahal na talaga na keyboard is roughly 500, 'di ba? Pag si laptop naman, pag yung keyboard yung nasira sa laptop, medyo mahal talaga. Like it would cost you 2,000, 'di ba? That's the standard price for a laptop keyboard. Tapos usually, pag napapalitan na yung keyboard, yung iba is sunod-sunod na rin. Like for example, naguba ang akong keyboard. Okay, next na gidayon ang maguba gayon, ang mouse na gidayon siguro. Okay? Meron siyang ganyang connotation. Okay? So again, yung difference ni desktop tapos ni laptop is that si desktop is separate, si laptop is naka-house. Like isa lang siya. Okay? Ito naman, tablets. These portable computers have their system unit located behind the monitor. Ibig sabihin nasa likod. Okay? Usually, if you have a tablet, the very important part kung asa nimo siya dapat protektahan gid is ang likod. That's why they have tablet cases na na-invent, 'di ba? So, yung advantages niya is that compared to laptop, of course, tablets are more portable and then touchscreen siya. The problem lang is medyo mahal din siya, 'di ba? Like a tablet, like on a regular basis, a tablet would cost like the price of a tablet can already buy one system unit or a laptop, but sometimes. Another disadvantage is that si tablet, if masira yung what you call this one, if the system unit will be what you call this one, will be damaged, all of its function of course will be damaged, like maguba gid siya gid silbi. Now, here's the thing, if you will do the reverse, if maguba ang kanibitang monitor, if your monitor will be damaged, there will be a big possibility na your system unit also will be affected. Okay? Yan yung disadvantage ni tablets. The portability, when you say portability gali, kung bisag asa nimo siya mabutang or what do you call this one, bisag asa nimo siya ma-carry. But then again, if it will be exposed to damages, there will be a big possibility good na your system unit behind the monitor will also be affected or probably maguba gali. Okay? Next, you also have the smartphones, the one that is very common on your end. Okay? Smartphones, their system units are located the same with tablets pero behind the screen. There are other mobile computers including wearable computers also. So, anong pagkakaiba ni tablets tsaka ni smartphones? Okay, usually si tablets medyo compact siya. Ibig sabihin, in terms of drop test or durability, medyo medyo okay siya. Si smartphones naman, medyo delikado siya or delicate. Okay? In terms, yung sinasabi nila is medyo, how do you call that one in Tagalog? Yung medyo, kanong bito? Kumbaga in English, it's delicate. I don't know how to call it in Tagalog or in Filipino. Basta, smartphones have this kind of characteristic na even if a small, like medyo maipit lang siya, maapekto na din ang screen, mag-black screen na dayon or medyo din ay blot na rin sa screen. And then usually, any blots on the screen for a smartphone is already a red flag na the screen is already failing, and then if the screen is failing, it means also na your system unit is affected. Okay? Usually kasi, yung both tablets and smartphones, your in-screen or yung display screen ninyo will tell you probably how your what's the performance or what's the health performance of your system unit. Okay? Yan yung mga ano natin. So again, si desktop, if we will try to group them, si desktop is desktop has a different group. Siya yung desktop belongs to the group wherein it is on a separate case, while laptops, tablets, and smartphones are computers wherein system units are housed together with other devices. Okay? So, if you will weigh in their advantages and disadvantages, it will always boil down kung ano yung gusto ninyo or kung ano man yung pangangailangan ninyo. Okay? So, I think I have talked too much. Let's try to see if you are still with me. Okay? Try nga natin. If you have question, please ask question. Kung walang question, you may type system unit in your meeting chat for me to confirm. Is Rocky Vega a criminology? Shane? Is Shane around? Shane? Si Rocky Vega is a crim student. Daniela and then JB or anyone? Could anyone confirm? Rocky Vega
Sir, I don't know about Rocky Vega, sir.
She tried to join our class.
Basin ang first year, sir. Nakabalawan na sa'yo, sir.
First years, Shane and then Daniela. Shane? Anyone from the first year? Christine, Elmer, Daniela.
Familiar with Rocky Vega.
Ha?
I'm not familiar with Rocky Vega.
Okay. Because she joined our class today. I don't know what happened. Okay, okay. So but hindi niyo siya classmate. Classmate ninyo?
Dili, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Please do not share the link that I gave you in any other people because it will what they call this one, it will hamper our privacy. Okay, it will jeopardize our privacy. Okay. So ano muna tayo ha? Wait muna. So I think most of you here have understood let us just be clear. Dalawa yung type ng system unit, yung isa naka-separate, yung isa naka in-house, okay? So pag naka-separate, it's what we call desktop. Pag naka in-house naman, depende, it could either be a laptop, it could either be a smartphone or a tablet, okay? Okay, I hope that's okay. I hope that's clear. Okay, let's proceed to the next one, which is the last one, okay? Okay. Could you please confirm if you could see my screen? I already shared it.
Not yet, sir.
How about this one?
Naana, sir.
Okay na, ano?
Okay na po, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, let's now go to system boards. Okay, okay. Okay, ito na. Dito na tayo, medyo complicated ito. System boards. This controls communications for the entire computer systems. All devices and components connect to the system board, including external devices like keyboards, monitors, and internal components like hard disk drives and microprocessors. The system board acts as a data path and traffic monitor, allowing the various components to communicate efficiently with one another. This is a flat circuit board covered with a variety of different electronic components including sockets, slots, and bus lines. Okay, I think you are not that familiar with this one, so I will share with you a screen on it, okay? Okay, wait muna ha. System board or motherboard. Okay. Ito yung ano niya, ito yung picture niya. Wait muna, I'd like to share it with you para alam natin, para we have a what do you call this one, a glimpse. Okay, this one is what you call a system board. Some would say it's a motherboard, some would say it's a integrated chip. Okay, tatlo yung common names niya. It's a computer integrated chip, a system board, or a motherboard, but then the three of them are the same. Okay? So if you notice, as per definition, ang sabi nila dito, a system board is this one is 'di ba? Atong i-connect atong topic pinakauna ha, 'di ba? They mentioned about system unit, right? When you say system unit, dito ginabutang si system board. Like muni ang kanabitang, 'di ba? I mentioned a while ago na your system unit acts as a protection or a protective layer for electronic devices. Okay, muna siya ang ilang ginaprotektahan. Okay, so you have it here, different types of motherboard para you will know na okay, lahi di ay sila di ay. So accordingly, this system what do you call this one, this system board, okay, controls communications for the entire computer system. Ibig sabihin, with the help of this electronic or integrated chips, your computer is able to do its tasks. Like for example, file processing, file storage, you're running your applications. Ito yung nagpapatakbo sa kanila. Now, we have three components, major components of a system board. The first one is system board socket. Try natin na. Let's try to research kung anong ibig sabihin ng sockets. Okay. Sockets, ayan. Ayan. Yung closest na example natin dito is si CPU socket. 'Di ba in our basic electronics, when you say socket, it means na you are to plug something on it. Okay? This one, okay, sa motherboard, yung pinaka-common niya or yung closest example niya is itong CPU socket. So, let me correct again your what you call this one, your basic knowledge na pag mag-ingon kag system unit, yung ginatawag ka CPU. Okay? Ito yung tinatawag nyo na CPU. Yung hawak niya, that is what you call the central processing unit. Yan yung processor. Okay? Kung saan niya isasaksak yung CPU, yan yung tinatawag natin na CPU socket. Okay? Am I understood? Am I clear? Yep, that's clear. So, ano ba yung purpose ni socket? As per definition, this provides connection for small specialized electronic parts such as chip. Yung purpose niya is to connect the system to a variety of different chips. Okay? So, with this one, with the presence of a particular socket, the computer or the board itself will be able to communicate with other chips. Okay? Yan yung purpose niya. So, kung si motherboard, doon natin nilalagay itong mga sockets, chips, and then bus. Tama ba ako, bus? Yeah. Sockets, slots, and then bus lines. Yung purpose naman ni socket particularly is to provide connection among chips. Okay? Yan yung purpose niya. So, question. Sir, what if kung wala tayong ilalagay dito? Of course, wala ding mangyayari sa ating computer. Okay? Yung ano lang ni system ni system board is that if there is a defect on it, the entire board, for example, let's try to have an example. For example, a particular chip here, for example, this one is has a defect or not working properly. The entire system board may work but not function properly. Okay? There are two sides of it. It could either be like the motherboard will not work on it properly. The second one is that it might work but it will not function properly. Okay? I hope that's clear on you. The second one is what we call slots. Okay. System board slots. Ano naman yung mga system board slots, sir? Okay. Let's try to have this one. Yung mga slots naman is ganito. 'Di ba? Kung si socket is nagaling what we call this one, it's on lay flat na pagkapansak. Si slots naman is you have it here. Ayan. Si slots, ayan, si system board slots is for example this one, kani siya. Kani bitong mga kani bitong nakatindog dahil na bitaw ibangag bitaw silbi. This is what we call card slots. Okay? Yan yung mga common example like na siya ipansak gid silbi. I think this one is for the video card, this one is for your memory. Okay? So kung nakaipansak silbi and then it's in the form of something like a chip silbi, a chip slot, muna siya ang kuan sa system board slots kumbaga. Yan yung common niya na example or feature. So itong orange na to tapos green and then this yellow one, these are what we called slots. Okay? System board slots. Ano yung purpose nila? Yung purpose nila is to provide a specialized a connection point for specialized cards or circuit boards. So for example, kaya meron tayong dalawang klase ng board slots, system board slots. The first one is the required, the second one is optional. Like for example, itong video card slots na to, they are optional. Ibig sabihin, kung wala tayong mailalagay dyan, it will still function. Okay? Ito naman, this one is required because this one is for the for RAM or random access memory natin. Kung wala ito or kung wala itong laman, your computer will just turn on but then it will not proceed with the main home kumbaga sa inyong operating system. Okay? So ibig sabihin, it will turn on but then it will not function well. Okay? Again, we have two kinds of board slots. The first one is the required, the second one is optional. Kung yung optional, ito naman are required. Okay? Anong ibig sabihin ng optional? Gagana si computer kahit wala sila. Pag required naman, hindi gagana si computer pag wala sila. Okay? I hope that's clear. The second one, you have the bus lines. Okay. Let's try to search muna what are bus lines. Okay? System board bus lines. Ayun, 'di ba? Pansin niyo dito, ayan. Okay. Since ayan, let's connect again the meaning of our our system board. As per definition, ayan. As per definition, system board provides communication and connection among integrated chips, di ba? Yan din yung sinabi ni system socket sa atin. Now, to do that one, you have it here, a system board has what they call this one, some, I don't know, I forgot the term, carvings. These are electrical carvings that will help in the transmission of data from one place to another. Ibig sabihin, pag wala ito, your data that is being inputted by the user will not run through another, kumbaga, dili siya ma-process, dili pud siya mulihok pud gyapon. Okay? So this bus lines are powered by, of course, a power supply, and then it's usually used for transmission. Like sila yung, di ba, that's why it's called bus lines. Ibig sabihin, sila yung daanan ng information and then data. So, what are the possibilities na di siya mag-function? So, rust is their number one. Ayan. Rust is their number one enemy. Pangalawa is dents. Ang ibig sabihin ng dents, ibig sabihin kanang murabitog makumi or kanang bitog mapanas ilang linya nila. Okay? That's also another one. If you notice in your motherboards, katubitong na mga computer sa balay, if you notice and if you open it, these are, kumbaga, this one is a magnified picture man. But the correct one is something like this, 'di ba? Gagmay gid siya gid silbi. And then if you notice, 'di ba, medyo siya na ay pattern. It has a pattern because it follows a particular theory, not theory, but a computer science application nga a certain chip will run through this one, 'di ba? Usually man gyud ang bus lines kay nipis na gid tanan gid siya gyud. Kani lang siya kay medyo gipadako lang nato siya for your, kumaga, for educational purposes. But if you notice it here, 'di ba? Kung mabantayan ninyo, gagmay gid siya gyud og linya gyud. Talagang maliliit sila. And then that's why gali when you handle system boards is that you need to be very careful. And then for those who are very interested talaga in computers, like for example building their own PC, ang pinaka-importante gid ba is ang system board. Kay any defect on the system board will definitely affect the entirety of your system, of your computer system. Okay? So again, we have the system board, kani siya ang porma. Ang sockets, kani siya an example. You have it here, slots. And of course, kaning mga naka-engrave dani sa atong particular one, sa atong system board is what we call as bus lines. Okay? Muna siya. Okay. Questions before I proceed with your first task. Okay. Question po muna tayo. Walang question. Very good. So again, atong balikan na. Basta mito, wala mo na minaw sa ako, ha? Okay. Balikan na to. You have system unit and then the second one is system board. So, ang dua, 'di ba? If you notice, not if you notice, but if you could still remember, system unit is the one that is used to enclose the system board. Si system board siya yung pinoprotektahan ni system unit. That's why if you take good care of your system unit, it means also na you are taking care of your system board. Sir, how do we take care of our system boards and system unit? Okay, yung common practice na ginagawa ng mga IT is that they do feather dust. Ano ibig sabihin ng feather dust? Like yung mga abog-abog is limpyuhan. Okay? The rest dayon, they use trapo. But then usually it's a dry, the combination of, kanang bitong, imo siyang bason pero pigaan bitaw nimo gid siya gyud. Imo siyang trapuhan, but then make sure nga di nimo siya i-on for a time kay ipaugagin nimo siya. And then, with the system board naman, they do internal brushing. Okay? They do internal brushing. And then, do not do any cleaning on it if wala mo'y prior knowledge good. Okay? On how to clean it. So, later on or tomorrow, I will present a video on how to clean it. Okay? Questions? Questions. So, kung walang questions, kindly type boards with an S in your meeting chat for me to confirm na you don't have any question and you have understood whatever I've been talking all throughout this evening. Okay? Boards. B-O-A-R-D-S. Boards. Yung iba is hindi sumasagot. Okay, I receive here a kang Christine. Sir, wala ko naka-receive sa email. Okay, I will try to invite you later again. So if I will refresh my page, yun nga. Ilan na ba yung nag-accept ng aking invitation? I think 3 pa. Ayun. You have Elmer, you have Shane, Edgar, Lena, Raul, Nino, Daniela, Lester, JB. How about the others? Yung iba na nag-complain na, sir, wala mi nakadawat, I will send you an invitation. Okay? Okay, si Fabre wala nakadawat daw. Fabre, kindly type your email address here. I will invite you. Same goes with Christine Faith. Veronilia, please type your email address in this meeting chat. Kaya ako din i-add din ka tamudayon. Okay, how about Veronilia, please type your what do you call this one? Your email address here para ma-invite ka dayon. So far, I only have 5 students. Ay, 9 pa di ay. Okay. Ayun. Okay. So again your first assignment, ayan, medyo natin. Your first assignment is to accept my invitation. Okay? It's a simple assignment. Accept the invitation. Yung mga naka-accept na, very good. Tapos, doon naman sa post ko, make sure na you type, this is received, sir, thank you. Okay? That's for your assignment for today. Any questions? I think no questions na. Okay, please turn on your what do you call this one? Please turn on your camera for the attendance as per instruction of Sir Bungkas.